Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. My dear students, assalamu alaikum. It is a matter of great pleasure for me to welcome you all in the second part of this lecture. In the first part, we discuss about the family and its form, the joint family, the nuclear family, the consanguine family, and the extended family. Today, we will talk about the marriage pattern. The marriage pattern, the families are unified by marriage. Marriage is the way which unite two genders, two people, and two families. So, the marriage pattern, its types are different. And in the same way, as I told you in the previous lecture, that these practices, these patterns are varies because of differences in social and cultural life. If we talk about the endogamy, exogamy, monogamy, polygamy, and polygamy, so all these things, all these patterns are restricted by our cultural norms, and often, sometimes by laws. Identify people, and all such laws, all such cultural norms, it identify people as suitable or unsuitable for each other. Some marital norms promote endogamy, while others promote exogamy. If we have a closed type of society where there is no change, where there is no upward social mobility, then we can see the endogamy practice. What is a endogamy? Endogamy means marriage between people of the same social category. The social category, endogamy limits marriage prospects to other of the same age, uh, religion, or social class. And the endogamy practice, it is the picture of the agrarian society where the endogamy is in practice. Because such a agrarian society, the caste and endogamy, they don't want to empower their caste by arranging marriages outside their caste. Further, by contrast to this, exogamy as another practice. In exogamy mandates marriage between people of different social categories. In rural areas of Pakistan and India, for example, people are expected to marry someone of the same caste. Means endogamy, but from a different villages. The logic of endogamy is that people of same position pass along their standing to their offspring, thereby maintaining a traditional social hierarchy. The Pakistani society and the Indian society, these both are hierarchical society where there is upper caste, middle caste, or lower caste. Some of the caste, they are getting more privileges, and they are trying to keep that caste more prevalent by and they want to mix with other caste. So they are keep practicing in the endogamy. They are marrying inside their caste, inside their relatives, in their neighborhood, and or in the same village. While in exogamy as the practice of open societies, a society which allow the mobility, change in the position of person, of people. It doesn't care about the caste and class. It cares, and they can propose it. They have open choice, and their choice are not limited by their religion, by their caste, or by some other social ranks. Exogamy, on the other hand, build alliances and encouraging cultural diffusion. In the monogamy, endogamy, and exogamy, it can be seen. We can observe it. Endogamy mostly in our rural or in agrarian areas. We can see that practice, while exogamy can be seen in the metropolitan or megapolis cities of Pakistan or India. Another pattern is uh, monogamy. Another pattern of marriages on the basis of spouses is monogamy. Monogamy as the marriage that unites two partners, one husband and one wife. This practice is common in the world because it's supporting multiple spouses as a heavy financial burden, and the number of men and women in most society is roughly the same. Another practice is polygamy, marriage that unite three or more spouses. Either the number of women will be high. Polygamy, marriage that unites three or more people, and polygamy has two forms. By far, the more common is polygyny. Poly means multiple and gyne means woman. So when there is multiple women, marriage that unites one man and two or more women. For example, in Islamic world, in Islamic nation, this practice is more common. In Middle East and Africa, permits men up to four wives. Even so, most Islamic families are monogamous because few men can afford to support several wives and even more children. Another practice is after polygyny as polyandry, meaning from the Greek word meaning many men or many husbands. It is a marriage that unites one woman and two or more men. This practice is very rare and it is very unique, but and it is found in some region of India and in Tibet, a mountainous land where agriculture is typical. Their polyandry discouraged the division of land into parcels too small to support a family and divide the work of farming among many men. Most world societies at some time have permitted more than one marital pattern. Even so, as noted, most cultural patterns have been monogamous. This cultural preference for monogamy reflects two facts of life: supporting multiple spouses as a heavy financial burden, and the number of men and women in most society is roughly the same. After this, another pattern which is based on the residence, where the married couple is living, where they will live. Sometimes the married couple is living in the father house, other time they are living in the mother house, while in advanced societies, in industrial society, they are living in new residential area. When the married couple is living in the father house, then it is called patriarchal family. When the married couple, husband and wife, they are living in the house of wife mother, so then it is called matriarchal family. And the new local family is in industrial society. It shows another pattern. And it favors new local, a residential pattern in which a married couple lives apart from both sets of parents. Neither they are living in the husband, neither they are living with the husband parents, nor they are living with the wife parents. Another division is on the basis of descent, to whom they belong. Patrilineal descent, matrilineal descent, and bilateral descent. What is descent? Descent, it refers to the system by which members of a society trace kinship over generation, to whom their kinship is traced, to whom they belong. Most pre-industrial society traced kinship through just father or the mother side of the family. And patrilineal descent is more common. It is a system tracing kinship through men. Children are related to other only through their father, so the father typically passes property onto their sons. Patrilineal descent characterizes most pastoral and agrarian society, in which man produces the most valued resource. While matrilineal descent, a system tracing kinship through women, it is less common. It is not common that as patrilineal lineage or patrilineal descent, through which in this system mother passes property to their daughters. It is found in horticultural societies or in societies where women are mostly independent, and the women they are living together are the authority of male member over them is not so much, and they are not so much dominant over them. So here the women they are uh, women they are passing their property to their daughters because of highly emotional bondings with their daughters. A system bilateral descent, a system tracing kinship through both men and women. In industrial society, in the society which are in industrial phase, so here they are giving values to both genders. And in the industrial society where there is more gender equality, and it recognizes bilateral descent, a system a system tracing kinship through both men and women. In this pattern, children recognize people on both the father side and the mother sides are relative. They have equal importance for both descents. This is all about today's lecture. If you have any question or any query, so ask your question and comments or contact in your WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.